Hello. So it's a little dark outside, so just bear with the visuals. Um, this is just another random thought video. And again, this is not factual or anything like that, merely an observation, opinion of mine, I guess. I think that there are a lot of kids, children, young adults in our society who struggle with identity crisis. And of course, the word identity crisis might be relative to some people, depending on what you feel that means. But from even on a small scale of like, should I wear the same colors this day as my friends? Or on a larger scale of like, I feel like my life has no purpose and I have no idea who I am, and I feel like I shouldn't be here alive in this world. And I feel like a lot of the identity crisis type of epidemic that there is has a lot to do with schooling. And I say that because in school, they kind of, maybe unintentionally, but it kind of is intentionally, preach this same, sit in the same classes in the same seats sometimes if you want, or if they make you or whatever. Just be the same, essentially. Be like the other person. And if you're not like the other person, you better at least be better than the other person. Or gives like this competition mind frame, and just things of that nature, where you feel unsure and uncomfortable with yourself as you are naturally. And that extends deeply into adulthood, to the point that there are a lot of adults who have serious identity crises. And that's why it leads up sometimes even to the point where it's like a midlife crisis thing, and people completely shift who they are and then adopt this mentality of, well, I don't want to be the same or do the same things as other people. I'm going to do what I want to do, what I like, what feels right and natural to me. And so it's sometimes mind-blowing to me to be able to witness people in life have such a deeply rooted identity crisis that they take it almost their whole lives in order to get out of, and some people never do. That's how deeply rooted it is. And it's not just from school, but I think that's one of the largest factors nowadays. If I could turn the light on, I would, but I'm driving and I probably shouldn't do that so I can see the road and stuff. So just listen. But that's just an observation that I had, because I think so many people struggle with what their purpose is in life. And I know that even still to this day, I have moments where it's like, what is my purpose in life? And the older that I get, the more expansive I get, and the more layers I shed, I think, the closer I just naturally walk in line with what my purpose is, or at least get out of the way of what my purpose isn't, if that makes any sense. So there's this whole thing of like, is there even like an actual set purpose? Or is it more so just to like uncover and experience your life, and that in itself is the purpose? If you do it with authenticity and intention. I don't know. Sometimes it concerns me, but not really concern. I don't know if concern would be the word, but it just is a large awareness to me that kids who go through the educational system in a public school manner are told to do the same thing as everybody else at the same time, go to these classes at this times every day, at this teacher, and all this stuff. And that naturally goes so completely against the natural course of things in life, because everything in life changes constantly. Whether you can see the change or not, everything is constantly changing. That's like the only constant in the universe is change. And that the way that we've set up the educational system, and I might go into a deeper video of how I think that was purposefully done, but it's just be the same as everybody else almost. And listen, this is just an opinion, so don't feel deeply into this, but it's almost a Hitler-esque thing, not to that deep extent or anything, but just like be the same at the same time, and it gets ingrained in your head that, well, if I do something different, then it needs to be significantly different. It needs to be so significantly different that other people want to be like this and be the same as me. Whew. That is some crazy stuff, bro. But it's a noted thing, and I feel as if a lot of times it's detrimental to our society, the way that our educational system is set up. And I know that eventually it will, because I believe, this is my opinion and my belief, I believe that everything, even if it doesn't look like it, even if we're sitting in the shadow aspect of it or whatever, in the dark side of it, everything is working towards the greater good of all. Everything is working to the common cohesion of all. And everything is working to the and-ness. Oh my gosh. Realization, guys. But the way that a lot of systems in our lives, in our societies, are set up, they are set up to make it normal for us to go against our naturalness. And I just wanted to share that thought and opinion with you all, because I didn't have a video for today, and I was like, well, if it doesn't naturally come to me, I'm not going to force it. I'm not gonna ever force myself to make a video, because that doesn't feel authentic to me. Things need to flow freely and deeply in the moment. And so say I had this thought that I was going to make this video, and I was like, I actually don't want to do that. I don't want to turn off this song or flip off a phone or like whatever. Then it would be forced if I did it. It wouldn't feel like a flow into the naturalness of it. So, anyway, if you all would like to know what song helped lead me to this realization, not that it actually helped me lead to this realization or not, because I listen to this song on almost a daily basis, but it was the song I was listening to right before I paused it and I started this video, and it's the song that I will continue after I finish this video, but it's called Upper Room by Wizard. All right, toodaloo. Like, subscribe, comment, bye. I just realized another part that I kind of wanted to add to the end of this video. I keep meshing videos together, so if it's bothersome, I'm sorry. I haven't really learned a better way to do it yet. Because I haven't taken the time to, because I don't care to, because this is fine with me. So the question that I then asked myself is, how do we combat this sameness that gets pushed down our throat sometimes, this conformity of same time as everybody else, like you kind of just live and die by the clock essentially, and all of this stuff. And the only thing that I know in my life that has worked for me is to shed all of the layers of the sameness off. And the only way to really do that, it's almost maybe a never-ending process. Honestly, I don't know. But you shed the layers of the sameness off to the extent that what I would think is, okay, here, let me park, that way you can see me. Not that you're here to see me, but yeah, whatever. So what I would do, and it would probably be different for everybody, but kind of along the same essence, like feel the essence I'm putting out to you. And I want to note that all of these videos, you may not exactly agree with the words that I say or all of that stuff, but I'm hoping that you get the essence of what I'm saying. Like, you can adopt it in that way. What makes sense to you through what I'm saying. The essence of it. Maybe not the actualness, but the essence. Whatever. Which is the actualness. But that's another thing. What I would do is I would get super quiet. Super quiet with myself. Super quiet away from the world. Away from things that are trying to conform me to it. Away from the things that are the issue at the moment. And get quiet and away from it long enough to then sit in the space of being able to honestly tell yourself, I don't like this, or I really like this. Say, for example, everybody wore a yellow shirt. Now, I like the color yellow. But if I was told that I have to wear a yellow shirt or whatever, I just felt like I would be in trouble for somehow in some way, that if I didn't wear this yellow shirt, then it would just not be good for me. Now, if I sat down with myself for long enough away from the yellow shirted people, I would realize I don't like the color yellow on me. I like the color yellow, but I don't like it when I wear it. And so I don't think I'm going to do that. That's a no from me. And then maybe another day they're like, hey, we're going to always wear, God, I don't know, blue shirts. I'm wearing a blue shirt. And I'm like, okay. And I get quiet away from the blue shirted people. I really like wearing blue shirts. I think I'm going to wear blue shirts a lot. Like, I'm going to wear a lot of different varieties of blue shirts, too. Not just this one color that they picked out. I think I might wear, like, several different shades of blue. I might even get me one that's, like, a multicolored ombre blue or something. Now, these are dumb examples, but you can apply them to real life, genuine situations of being able to know when something doesn't feel like you, when it's being thrust upon you, when it's pushed upon you. Because that is where you get in a crisis of identity of, who am I? I'm a yellow shirted person? Well, no, you're not a yellow shirted person. You just have adopted this mindset that you're supposed to be a yellow shirted person because you don't want to get in trouble and you don't want to make somebody mad and you don't want to make somebody feel bad and you don't want to make somebody feel guilty, or, the array of different things, when really it shouldn't be any of that. I don't like wearing a yellow shirt, so I'm not gonna. Period. And that's it. So anyway, hope you like this video. Comment down below what your thoughts are. These are just opinions and thoughts that I have. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought some clarity to you in some way or form. Maybe it brought clarity to you that I'm insane and you don't ever want to watch me again. That's cool. That's a clarity. You're welcome. But anyway, hope you all have a good day, weekend, life, eternity. And yeah, see you later.